Hello, Cobras, and welcome back to Super Paper Mario. I'm TryclydeTamer. I'm going past where we got the Mega Star here in Chapter 3-1, because there's actually more where that came from. Drop down into the store, and this Koopa's gonna freak out and go over to hit this block himself. And he gets a Mega Star. This is interesting. A little bit of comedic effect going on here, so a giant Koopa Troopa. It's really cool to see, like, how the shell and any other 8-bit designs could have been made, like, you know, the single pixels that make up the yellowishness, green colored stuff of the shell. How are we going to counteract this? Well, we could go to 3D and have him look really weird with all that cream color stuff, or we can just go and hit this block, actually, and get a Mega Star of our own to fight back. This is going to be a battle to the death, I guess. Unless you take in the fact that once we get done forming, we just go right into him and destroy him like it's nothing. There's not really much else to left, it's just a little bit of something fun that they decided to throw in. And it's just a little something to tell you about. It's kind of optional, but it helps you in your stuff. It says, fall in between the red pipes backwards, alright? So we just hit the switch. Well, we have to hit the switch to be able to go back to the door. Alright, let's see if we can do something interesting. Let's hop off right here as Peach and see if I can go far. Aw, man, I didn't make it as far as I wanted to, but I made it past the red pipes. So what we got going on here on Magic Koopas, there's one on the ground, one in the air. I would do Tippy, but considering the fact that we don't have Tippy, that's kind of a problem for us, so we're just gonna truck along without Tippy. And these weird colored blocks, if you go into 3D, they're like different poses of things, and it's actually something that could help you. Let's see what pose does the purple one have. It just has like a sassy pose. And I believe we can just straight up jump onto this purple one. Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure that's back cursive down there. You may think it's a typo for black, but it's kind of a double entendre maybe, because it's black, well, more gray. I don't want to be racist, but it sends you back to flip side. That's the main thing it does, so you might want to stay away from it. But if you get up here, you get a Piranha Plant catch card. Alrighty. And yeah, let's just avoid the enemies for now. I don't think I used my catch card yet, so I might use it on the back cursive on my way back. But as for now, we're just going to go into the background into these pipes, because there is stuff for us. Hey, we got another Gromiba thing, but I don't really remember like specifically what this one is called, and I can't really title it because we don't have Tippy. Hooray! Alright, how do I want to do this? I'll just go for the old throw in good time. I'll throw you around like stuff. I almost said a European slang word that is a swear, but I'd rather not do that. I just want to appeal to everybody. It's like, it's so weird because it's the T word in European countries, but if you're in America, it's like, what is the T word? But you go all the way this way and get an ice storm. Okay, let's see if this catch card SP will work. Let's go flibbity flibbity flobbity. If it was a normal catch card, it would just do that one time, then the catch card SP just like does the extra time to make sure that you get it. It gives you a higher chance of getting these things. Now it's finally time to fall in between the red pipes. I just did a hand motion that you couldn't see. And hey, does this look familiar? This is called, what is this called? Actually, I want to say it's called the Warp Zone, but I'm not sure if it's the entire thing, because obviously there's the Warp Zone at the end, but it's reminiscent of World 1, 2 in the original Super Mario Brothers. Ain't that great? And we got some PAL pills to go with it. This is just a chapter to harken back to it, I guess. And it would be cool if there was a Mega Star in here, but that would be a little bit excessive for this chapter. And instead, it was a zombie shrimp. Is it a zombie shrimp or ghost shrimp? Yeah. The item that we get are ghost shrimps, and that enemy is a zombie shrimp. I think that's how it works. Yeah, we go. I just want to see if there's anything else. I highly doubt it, so I'm not really going to bother with that. J-ship, just from my name, Justin. Come on, controller work. I do think like the batteries for this might be a little bit low, so maybe that's why it's not responding as well. Alright, let's just set things down, and since we have the card for it, we're doing this much more damage. I just want the single PAL pill to be with me. Okay, never mind, he died, and he's gone forever, and is never coming back. I'm pretty sure we go behind one of those pipes back that way, and there's that hidden one there, of course. Let's see. That was not a thing that's supposed to happen. It's such a tough jump for Mario. It's supposed to be like in Lost Levels instead of normal Super Mario Bros. There we go, last pipe would go down. Gotta remember your instincts, and instincts for this game would be to go into 3D to see if there's more coins, but no, there are no extra coins, but rather another catch card SP to replace the one that we've already used up on that back Cursia. I think there's also a Cursia down here if I could get into this fight. I'm trying to think what enemy to use it on. Don't really want to use it on Product Plant because we're already covered for those. And I don't think I've really done a lot of jump cuts in this episode yet. Of course, it's not really like the right thing to call it jump cuts because I'm not like really jumping all over the place. Like, you know, like those vloggers that do the whole thing. It's like, hey guys, and welcome to another vlog. Well, they don't want to sound robotic, but they like change position for every word. If you want to see an example of that being parody, check out Jack's films. I don't know, it's actually a really nice little talky episode. Okay, this isn't the one I wanted to go into, I don't think. Yeah, because this is actually where we want to get fully headed to. So I think the pipe we want to go down is this one. Well, it's either one of the two aside from the middle one, because of course the middle one is good. Actually, the one at the far left would be the one that takes you to World 4, but this one down here has a secret treasure chest. That has another catch card for us for Magic Koopa. Alright, we're covering all the enemies in this chapter. And now, going down this pipe, let's see where it takes us to. Alright, it's going to take us back up this way, so it gives you another chance to get that catch card way over on that platform. But that covers our catch cards for Chapter 3-1. Make our way back here where the save block is and see these Koopa Strikers that we may have seen briefly in our first entrance to this pipe to test my waters for things. I don't know. Those shells going that way. HALT! Yeah, you, this is Bowser's Castle, and his burliness doesn't like chumps like you geeking up the place. You're about to get a complimentary nose job courtesy of my shell. Come on out, fellas. And he, like, shifts his eyebrows. Yeah! Whoopa tropas. Come and get some! Alright, so this pretty much covers our mini-boss for this stage. Well, at least part of it, but we'll see how things are going. They're mentioning his burliness, so they're obviously talking about, you know who, he who shall not be named, Lord Voldemort or Bowser, whatever you want to say. And if you want some easy EXP, you can just bounce on these bullet bills right here and rack up your stylish commands, but of course you're going to get less and less EXP over time though. Actually, well, it's still giving me a lot, but it's probably going to count back down soon. Actually, if you get too many, it might start giving you negative points, so... Alright, let's see how long I can do this. Alright, just gonna keep on doing the excellent for me. And he can't even do damage to that, so you probably have to use Boomer or Thoro. And, Hammer Brothers are kind of annoying enemies. Sorry if I sound nasally, because it's like still silent season for me. I have been pretty much ever since spring break. Ooh, red X. Let's make it explode. Booming everywhere. Yow! And there he is. Please tell me someone didn't just blow up my awesome lair. It wasn't really that big. Hey! I know that snatch from somewhere. Mario! And Princess Peach? Why do you always have to do that? That's like the 100th time you showed up on my castle and screwed everything up. Roar! Oh, he's had it. He's gonna put pillars around, a la the Morton and Roy fights in Mario World. But now you've entered the Fortress of Pain, Mario. No more sequels. It's going to end right here, right now, once and for all. Well, considering that there's more games, I'm saying considering a lot, I think I'm going to be defeating you here, Bowser. He doesn't have a lot of HP. I think he only has like 20 or 30 HP. Let's, can I jump on him? No, I can't, so I have to use Boomer, unless you have to get like a very specific spot on his head to actually stay away from his spikes. And I like this music here for how short of time that it lasts. No way, Mario, it's not fair. Mario! Do you really think you're gonna beat me like that, Bowser? Are you okay? Ah, Princess Peach, my lovely wife. Your wife? I'm your mama? Why, are you kidding me? How could you forget our big day? That sham was not a wedding. What are you doing here anyway, Bowser? How should I know? I was locked up in Calblack's stupid castle, when all of a sudden, bam, me and the minions wake up face down in this field. Then we found this awesome castle and I thought, why not make myself a lair? Well, you see, Bowser, we really need your help. Why don't you come with us? Wait, what? I'll translate for Mario. We got to do things to stop bad guy. That got us married just to make a Chaos Heart so he could destroy the world? Yes, and that is why we need you to help us find the pure hearts. No, I don't wanna. I think about it if it was for you, but there's no way I'm helping Mario. We don't have time for you to be a big baby about this. Come on, Bowser. Please? But I'm Bowser. I'm grade 100% Prime Cut Final Boss. I'm gonna take over the world any day now. No way am I helping Mario. He's always trashing my awesome plans. Please, for me? No, I don't wanna. Being adamant about it. What'd you say? If the world ends, there's not gonna be any world for me to rule? Ooh. Checkpoint. And what will happen to your poor minions who were caught by Count Black? They've been brainwashed. They now do his evil bidding, not your evil bidding. Now your minions will have to toil under a different cruel and merciless master. But, why, you? He's saying those things for me. Fine, I'll join your stupid quest. You happy? Oh, thank you, Bowser. You're so sweet. No, I'm not sweet, and I'm not helping Mario just to save a bunch of worlds. I'm only doing it so I can rule someday. So don't get all Kelly with me, Mario. Alright, Bowser, you big sweetie. Bowser joined your party. Even getting married doesn't save him from the Peach Zone. When controlling Bowser, press down on the control pad to breathe fire on your enemies. His breath is ferocious, so use it to drop any enemy that stands in your way. And yeah, Bowser does double damage with everything he does. Lord Bowser! What's they gonna do? Your crabbiness, are you leaving us? What? Oh yeah, minions, hold down the fort until I return, haha. Your lair is safe with us, sir. Oh, sir, it seems that Count Black has brainwashed some of your loyal hench people. They're probably gonna be forced to attack you, so feel free to dole out punishment. Of course, we'd love to come along and defend you, but, you know, we just, get in the way, your highnessness. Clobber that count for us. Yeah, anyone who wears a cape and a monocle is just begging for a beating. Magic Kaido? Long live King Bowser! We'll miss you, your surliness. Party! Oh, you guys. Fine, come on, let's hear your stupid precious heart or whatever you call it. I said move it! That said, Bowser is now a playable character, and Bowser plus Boomer equals plenty of damage. But as for now, let's end off Chapter 3-1. End of chapter. With Bowser in the party, the three heroes made a most unlikely trio. Peach attempted to explain the quest to Bowser, but it made him grunt in confusion. As Mario walked ahead, he spotted something that made him briefly stop and stare. What is it, Mario? Asked Peach as she turned to see the blue expanse ahead. The great glittering waves of the tile pool stretched as far as she could see. Fort Francis was somewhere across the water. Chapter 3-2 Bloops Ahoy! Alright, does this remind you of something, Bowser? Doing that underwater Bowser Brothers level in 1000 Year Door? You don't want to swallow a dang blooper this time. But we can just roast everything in our path that we see. Too bad we didn't get that shroom shake there, even though I don't quite need it. I have plenty of items. I think any other item would make me have full inventory. Get out of here, Blooper. I want to defeat your face. Actually, you know what? I don't think there's really any cash cards for it, so... Well, do I want to use a SP? I'd rather not. I'd wait until different enemies. Don't swallow that dang blooper, Bowser. Wow, I already said that twice. But here, we've got coin flowers. Might as well enjoy the music a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting the big ones, that's good. Give me some coins to make use of in my life. Now, if only these coins would transfer to your real life. If they're gold, if they're really, truly gold coins, that would be worth a lot, IRL. And I guess that's going to be pretty much it for now. And there's unlimited air because this is a 2D game. And pretty much any pit that you'd run into is to death. Alright, there's no catch cards to get here on the field, so don't worry about it. And sometimes bloopers can drop inky sauce for you. I do not quite need it. It's more or less a thing for saffron recipes that you can make. Of course, we're going to be able to combine ingredients. I'm not sure if we can do it right now. I don't really remember how it works. I don't know if you can just make things with one ingredient right now, or if we're able to use two. I think it depends on like us finding the stuff for that DS machine. And we got a bunch of pools right here. Pardon the voice crack, but we want to make a note of these things as they will be quite important. Got a save block here and a trapped pipe. But what do we do with trapped pipes? We flip into the other dimension to be able to do them. But that's all we need for you right now, Mario. I want to stick with Bowser and his fiery goodness, because fire definitely makes sense underwater. Been recording for almost 20 minutes, so hopefully when it gets above like 24 minutes, my recording doesn't really mess up, because that seemed to happen back in Thousand Year Door, which is partially the reason for those other times, and the fact that, I don't know, maybe my video editor just doesn't like certain things, or like when my video file gets a slight bit corrupted. And we're watching for these giant tentacles here. How about we roast them? Doesn't do any damage, but it makes them stop bothering us. Got this dang tiny blooper. I always gotta mention those dang bloopers. And this right here, drawing a postal wall from left to right, up, down, down, and then up, down, up. Keep that in mind. After a few seconds of backtracking, we go up this way because there was pipe. I'm pretty sure there was like a little line of coins that we got as Bowser that we could have switched to Mario and gotten a few more coins out of it, but it doesn't really matter because coins are plentiful in this game. Unlike in the first two Paper Mario games where we kind of have to grind coins, other than the Ratatouille, what's his name? I kind of forget, but it's not really much worry for me right now. And we got all these enemies that can flip into 3D. They're so powerful. I wonder if they like all individually went to Vestovius. It's like, alright, I'll give you some for a hefty fee of 10,000 coins, or one tentacle of your bloopiness. Probably sell their soul for something like that. And once we get into this room, it's got a cage up, so we have to kill all these enemies, roast them all. Oh, such roasting going on. But when we defeat them all, we get a nice jingle, and it's gonna cause the page to turn, and there's a treasure chest, which inside contains a pixel. Burpy music. Hey, in case you ain't heard, I throw a lot of girth around these parts, and I'm gonna check you out to make sure you got the weight to hang with me. Alright, let's start by checking that face of yours. Dude, that shaggy eyebrows, that's not even kinda girthy, you get 50 girth points. Alright, I gotta check the girthiness of those clothes of yours. What's more girthy than a giant spiky shell? That's worth 100 girth points, and it's part of my body, not clothes. Girth check on the body coming up, that's where the real heavy comes from. Look at this guy, look him up in the dictionary and he's the definition of girth. A super heavyweight right here, bam, 10,000 girth points. The sheer girthitude on display here is blowing my mind. There's no getting around it, you got heavy duty like I've never seen before. And he fully gets in your way and you just have to girth him up. Love it, smash and squish those lightweights. You're going places with girth like that, and I want to come along for the ride. So another pixel for the taking. The ground pounding pixel named Dudley joined you. Now you can unleash a powerful attack on anything right below you when you jump. You can even use the ground pound on enemies underwater, and it's another thing that does double damage. With our girths combined, nobody can stop us. But you gotta get out of this room first. Put my heavyweight power to work. My nose looks like getting really stopped up right now, so let's pound this thing, make the case go away, and call an end to this episode of Let's Play Super Paper Mario. Until next time, where we explore more of the tile pool and be wary of that super large sea creature that we were told about in the last chapter section. Do not toast yourself.